Hi, I'm Tracy Sorrell with the DFW Life, and I help people sell and buy their new homes in and around our Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Welcome to part 2 of Haslet Takeover, the community of Sweetgrass. In this section of the video, we're going to take a close look at builders 3 and 4 who can build you a beautiful home on a much larger lot. And we're going to cover terms that are commonly used in new construction that may not be so common to you. And we're going to also address, well, what some would describe as the elephant in the room. And that is, do I really need to use a real estate agent if I'm buying a new construction home? We're going to touch upon that too. And oh yeah, before I forget, let me know when we tour these two homes, which space, which bonus rooms do you think would fit your lifestyle? Because I know when you're choosing a floor plan, it's not a one size fits all. I'm curious to know which one of these two you think would be a great fit for you. Are you ready? Well, now that we've taken a look at builders who will build you a beautiful home on a 50-foot lot, American Legend and Perry, we're going to take a look at builders numbers 3 and 4. But before we do, let's pause and talk about why people have decided to live their lives in Sweetgrass. Sweetgrass Community offers a number of benefits and perks, one of which is the HOA will have a service come to your home, mow your lawn, and trim the shrubbery as a benefit of living in the neighborhood. Now, you will still need to pull the weeds from your flower bed and take care of your backyard, but just imagine you have come home and you know your yard looks great because you're winning yard of the week, month, year. You've got your yard looking magazine worthy. But the idea of your neighbors to the left and the right and across the street, their yards look beautiful too because we know that they're going to be mowed regularly and the shrubbery trimmed. Now, knock yourself out in the backyard. They're not going to go back there, so you have a lot of work still that may need to be done, but your front yard is covered. The other benefit to your yard is they have a service that will come out and do periodic pest control, maintenance for those little critters that like to play in our grass, like fire ants and the sort. The other reason why people have chosen to live in Sweetgrass, well, is the location. Keep in mind that Haslet, by most people's standard who's been in our DFW Metroplex for a while, was considered a small town. There's really nothing to do in the city of Haslet. And see, we even have to change our vocabulary from town to city. But it has grown, developed, and exploded exponentially over the past few years. Now it's time to take our tour of our last builders, number 3 and 4, GFO Homes and Graham Hart Home Builders. And these two builders will create your dream home on either an 80-foot lot or a 100-foot lot. But before we take that tour, let's take a pause for our station identification. Hi, I'm Tracy Sorrell with the DFW Life, and we help people sell and buy homes in and around our Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. We realize that moving here, well, that could be the easy part. The part that's not so easy is where you're going to live your life once you get here. Hey, if you are thinking about moving in 9 days or 9 months, reach out to us, give us a call, send us a comment. We want to help you realize which part of our Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex is the best place for you to create your memories and call home. Oh, and one more thing. If you're new to this channel, do me a favor. Subscribe below, press the bell, and you'll be in the know anytime anything goes down around town, around our Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Now, back to the video. Well, you got a little teaser at the beginning with the grand entry, 13-foot ceilings,
beautiful light fixtures, and the winding staircase. And if you think that's gorgeous, wait until you see the rest of this home. I can't wait to hear what you think about the different wood detail. I'm in one of the lounge areas of this home. You could actually make this space an office, and you'll see this in the video. But you have so many beautiful options and finishes here. I can't wait to hear what you think about the upstairs space, because if you are purchasing this home, chances are, you can go upstairs, but you're not all that excited about having to go up and down the stairs all day. Well, you don't have to, because in this home, there's so many places for you to relax, retreat, and enjoy. And maybe the children, guests, or other people can go upstairs, but you will love the upstairs game room, the media room. I can't wait to hear what you think about that. So be sure to make comments when we get to the area of the upstairs. And I want to hear from you what you think your favorite space would be upstairs, and where you think your favorite hangout place would be downstairs. And we have a bonus for you during this tour. I actually have one of the builder's reps who's going to walk around with us and point out some things that we may not see with our just natural eye. Some things that will help you determine which builder you might want to help you create your memories. Now back to the video.
This home is truly stunning, and downstairs has a lot to offer, and you would expect the primary suite downstairs. But the bonus that you will see, and that you may have seen in a couple of the other builders and plans, is a spacious bedroom and a nicely appointed full bath downstairs. I believe this office speaks for itself, and if you don't office from home, you may want to call HR or whomever to at least have a hybrid schedule. Now here's a nice option. In this lounge area, you can add double doors and make this a second home office. You know how oftentimes when more than one person has to work from home and you feel like you're competing with Zoom calls and meetings, and you just don't have the same level of maybe confidentiality or just too many distractions from hearing someone else work from home. Well, how about this as a solution? Just put double doors up, and that will give you a nice office space. Or if you don't need that second office space, it's a pretty cool lounge or second living area, and it's right across the wet bar. So if you're officing from home, that might be, convenient. Now keep in mind, this is the model home, so you will see options and upgrades in this home that you won't find in a base model. But isn't it wonderful to see the possibilities and what you could have with a GFO home?
I think with GFO, you're gonna find, this kitchen, you've got a very modern finish on this kitchen. Of course, this is our showcase home, so there are definitely upgrades in the kitchen, but it shows you what you can create with us. They offer the flat panel modern cabinetry, but you also have very traditional, shaker panel or raised panel cabinets that you can choose if the modern's not your thing. You're here, instead of doing a traditional backsplash, we've done a slab backsplash to match the countertops. And like Tracy mentioned, the waterfall edge on the island. You have farmhouse sink options. You've also got your more traditional split sink options as well. And you can do an actual chef's kitchen with GFO. So you can get your chef's range along with the built-in wall oven and microwave, or you could even do double ovens over there if you needed more than these two ovens. You're gonna have a gas kitchen. Your oven will be electric, but your cooktop will be gas. You've got all sorts of different options to just really customize this kitchen. And we also have a wet bar option in this house. Now, if this wet bar was not here, it would extend your pantry, so you'd have probably the deepest pantry you've seen in a while. But most people don't need that large of a pantry and love the little wet bar area that we've put across from that second living area that Tracy was telling you about, kind of as a lounge area. So you've got your wine fridge and your sink and plenty of storage, more cabinets to add to the already plethora of cabinets in the kitchen. The sliding glass door is an option. If the sliding glass door were not there, you'd have windows there. So there'd be 5 windows. versus the 2 windows and the sliding glass door. So you wouldn't lose any natural light. Okay, so in this particular primary suite, they have added a couple of options. So this, you have an option to add an exterior door that goes straight onto the patio. They've also done a 3-foot extension, not only of the primary suite, but of the extended patio outside. So it extends it 3 feet deeper. Then when you go into our master primary bath, they did the optional primary bath option, which changes the tile skirted tub to a freestanding tub. You've got a big walk-in shower.
Oh, you do. So I can sit here. Oh, you have 2. Or there. How convenient is it to have your laundry room right outside of your closet? What a thoughtful and practical design. There have been so many stylistic features and moments in this home. Let's head upstairs to see more impressive views. And don't forget to comment on what you think about the media room.
Downstairs is your haven. You have a couple of office spaces, or one of those spaces could be a lounge area plus a living area plus your dynamic, relaxing primary suite. Well, upstairs, this is the place that you definitely want to see, because this would be your children's retreat. And let's face it, when they have their place, you can better enjoy your space. Look at this large game room, loft space for your children to enjoy. And also up here, you have 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths. But just when you thought it couldn't get any better, it does. Check out the media room. Now this is a full service media room / theater. You have no reason to leave your home when you have the option of allowing the builder to include a wine rack, a built-in refrigerator, all of this countertop and cabinetry that you can store all of your snacks, stash your games, or whatever. But look how large this space is. This is definitely going to be the house where all of the family, friends, and the kiddos from the neighborhood or wherever, they're going to come here and enjoy your space. And that's a bonus, because as a parent, if you can control the space and keep your eye on what's going on with your kids, you would gladly invite everyone over, because then you're in control. But look how beautiful this is. You know what? This space is so beautiful, we may have to renegotiate whether or not the kids can even use this room. It just may be one of your spaces. Oh, and before I forget, what options do we have in here?
So we've got, they've already installed the bar for us. So the bar is an option, but you also have an option to make it a wet bar if you need, a sink up here as well.
Upstairs, there's also a bedroom, a bath on one side, and on the opposite side, sort of like a split floor plan, you have a beautiful upstairs bedroom suite. And in our backyard, remember, GFO can build you a beautiful place on either an 80-foot or 100-foot lot. That's pretty large for you to do quite a bit of design and structure, whether it's a pergola, whether you're going to put a pool out there. There's a lot to do in these backyards. Now, here's your look at GFO home details. GFO offers 10 separate plans, and within those plans, there are options that you can choose. You can choose to add the media room, or maybe you will add some other bedroom. Look at the option choices, but you can see based on this model that there's some great options that they offer. And as far as the size of the home, well, you have an option to choose a plan with as few as 2,168 square feet, or you can go up to 3,220 square feet. And as far as the price, because who doesn't want to know that, you're looking at about $469,000 up to $575,000. But remember, those are the base prices. Once you start adding additional features and details, well, that price, just like with any other builder, will increase. And then your premium lot, that's going to be part of it too, because even with an 80 or 100-foot lot, you can still choose whether or not you want a premium within the premium lots. And this model home is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath with an upgraded optional media room. Oh, did I mention that the families send their students to Northwest Independent School District? Northwest ISD has a stellar reputation of providing an exceptional education for your students, so your children will be in great hands going to school there. Now, clearly there are other options. You can either send your children to charter schools or a private school, but isn't it good to know that you can rely on the public school in your neighborhood, community, and city, and know that your child is going to get a quality education? But the other benefit of Haslet in this particular community is its location. You are less than 3 minutes getting to I-35, which is one of our major corridors, major freeways that will take you almost anywhere you want to go and everywhere you need to be. And we also have in this community quick access to I-70 and 287. Now, because this community opened in October of 2023, it's still a new community. The benefit is you can almost pick any lot you want and from whichever builder you choose. But just so you know, there are a couple of things that might affect your bottom line when you choose to build your home here or any newly constructed community. The 2 things I want to talk to you about is your lot premium. So a lot premium is when you or someone else is prepared, willing, and wants to pay a premium for the lot. So it could be because of the lot size. So in this community, you have the 50-foot lot and you have 80 and 100 feet. So the bigger the lot, the more the premium is. The other thing people pay a premium for is the view. So if your view is unobscured and you can see maybe part of downtown Haslet or some other beautiful skyline, well, that's a premium. If you're on a cul-de-sac where it's not going to be any through traffic, that's a premium. If you happen to have the view, if you're in a community where you have the view of a pond or a golf course, there's not a golf course in this community, but just in general, those are going to be a premium. So when you decide to build your home, you want to keep that in mind. But the beauty of a premium is usually that view or that sense of privacy and seclusion is a premium to your buyer when you decide to sell your home. And the other thing to consider, because it does affect your budget and your bottom line, is a PID, P-I-D, Public Improvement District. This is where the city or the county has a relationship, negotiated terms with a developer, and the developer is going to pass a fee on to you because this negotiation between the city, county, and the developer is to create infrastructure for the community. So that might be very slight, but it will exist. But here's the good news. Haslet has a low tax base, especially compared to some of our surrounding cities. So even though you may have a PID, that additional taxes, the additional fee, your fee, even with that PID, your taxes is still lower than many other cities around. Now, the other thing about Haslet, well, let's just be honest, there's not a lot to do here in the city of Haslet. So your question is, well, Tracy, I love the community. I am all sold in. I'm ready to go living in Sweetgrass. But what is there to do? Well, you're going to get an occasional festival or outing in Haslet, just like any smaller city. But probably what you're going to do is hop in your car and drive to Dallas. And Dallas is where you're going to see a plethora of sophistication, cosmopolitan lifestyle. Anything and everything you want to do, enjoy, experience is in Dallas. But Dallas is at a much faster pace than what you might experience in some of the other areas. And actually, isn't sophistication subjective? Maybe that's not your scene. Maybe you want a slower pace, so Fort Worth may be the ticket for you. So you're just going to take a short drive south to get to the city of Fort Worth, especially downtown Fort Worth, where you're going to experience so much beauty, sophistication, and cosmopolitan on a smaller scale. Downtown Fort Worth, if you want to have a nice steak dinner or just walk around, you can in Fort Worth. You can park your car, walk around, and enjoy the sights. You also have Sundance Square. You have the stockyards where you'll see real cowboys on real horses and having a real cattle drive down the street. There is so much fun to be done and experienced in Fort Worth. Oh, and here's a great thing about Fort Worth is that you can enjoy the Trinity River. So there's so many things to explore, even in Fort Worth, which is going to give you a lot more peaceful experience than what you might have in Dallas, because Dallas is such a fast pace. And if you decide you want to catch a show that's not in Dallas or Fort Worth, and perhaps you want to drive a little north on I-35 West, you will eventually hit the border of Oklahoma, where you can go ahead and watch a lot of great shows there at WinStar Casino. And remember, what happens at the casino stays at the casino. Now let's take a look at our final builder on our tour, Graham Hart.
And with Graham Hart, you will see great attention to detail. I am in the kitchen because obviously this is a great place to start a tour. This is where you're going to spend a lot of your time just gathering with friends, eating dinner with family, or maybe once your home is cleared out and everyone's gone to school or to work, this is where you're going to enjoy your cup of coffee and just watch television if you like in your beautiful living space. And you have two dining areas in this home. One that overlooks your huge backyard, because in this community, Graham Hart's lots, they're either 80 foot or 100 foot. So we're talking almost a half of an acre. Can you imagine what kind of design freedom you have when you have a home that rests on a half of an acre? You can have your pergola, because we are in Texas, so you're definitely going to want that extra covering, that extra protection from our sun. And you can also have your custom designed swimming pool. And I know that in this community, they will have an amenity center, because this is at the beginning stages of the community. So it's not built out yet as far as your amenity center that will have, your beautiful swimming pool, resort style swimming pool. So until that happens, and even once it does, you still might want to have your own private swimming pool, and you can add that with your garden and a number of other things with such a large lot size. So in this home, you're going to appreciate not only the dining space that overlooks your backyard, you're going to also enjoy the dining room, the formal dining within this home. Now let's take a look at the rest of the home.
There's just something special about this space that feels cozy, comfortable. It just feels like home. This one story has a little more than 3,000 square feet. Oh, and be sure to comment below when we get to the bonus space. I'd like to hear how you would best use this area. The bonus space, you can use this as a game room or maybe an exercise room. It's your home, use it however you want. But think about it as far as a game room, because remember, it is right across the hall from the primary suite. Now, this design is perfect if you have younger children who are in bed, hopefully before you are. But once they get a little older, you may likely want them and their noise as far away from you as possible. You could use this, remember, as a workout room, a craft room. There are a lot of options. How would you use this space? But whatever your stage is in life, whether you have younger kids, older kids, or no kids, Graham Hart can build a home that fits you, whatever stage you're in. And on the other side of the home, opposite of your primary suite, there are 2 other bedrooms with adjoining Jack and Jill baths. And a nice home office. Now for your Graham Hart detail sheet. Graham Hart can offer you a home from one of 9 plans, and there's some options within those plans. The square feet, you can choose a home at about 2,500 square feet, and it will go up as high as 3,500 square feet. And price, because price is always important, base price will start you out at about $569,000 and can go up to $650,000, but it could be higher depending upon what upgrades and options you choose. This model home is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath with about 3,035 square feet. Well, this brings us to the end of our tour of Sweetgrass here in Haslet, Texas. In Sweetgrass, you have so many options because it's only been open since October of 2023. So that means good news. You can pick almost any lot you want, whether it's a 50-foot lot or 80 or 100-foot lot, and you can choose whichever builder you prefer, the one that you think is going to help you create the lifestyle that you want. And even better than that, the incentives that are offered are ridiculous. We haven't seen these kind of incentives in years, if ever. So the builders, to incentivize you to come and make this community your home, they're offering things such as like a $25,000 incentive, or they're offering a $40,000 package. And what that means to you typically is, here is a bag of money to use however you see fit in whatever combination. Maybe you want to use it towards your closing costs. Maybe you want to use it towards some upgrades and some options that are beyond the base model, but you know you're going to want these things in your home. Well, you can use it toward that. You can use this money, but here's the thing. We don't know how long the incentives will be available, and they tend to change. But right now is a time to jump in and find your place and take advantage of these offers that the builders are giving you. Now, here's another really important thing, and I want you to lean in and get this. Some people believe that because it is new construction, I see home, I like home, I go talk to the builder, I buy home. But the important factor that you are missing oftentimes is using someone who's going to be your advocate during the home buying, home construction process. There are so many moving parts that are involved in constructing your dream home. And do you think you deserve an advocate, someone on your team that can help support, protect, and guide you during the process, because the builder has their representative and a number of people on their team? And here's a little something that I want to clue you in, just in case you didn't know. The builder actually will pay realtors from their marketing budget to pay for your representation. So you don't have to feel like, man, if I can just cut out the realtor, I'm going to get these extra discounts. That's really not how it works, because most home builders, they have a great relationship with the real estate world, and they want to keep that relationship as pleasant as possible. So really, they work with us to help you to find the right plan with the right option that meet your lifestyle. Hey, I'm Tracy Sorrell with the DFW Life. If you're thinking about building a home here in Sweetgrass or any other community around our Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, hey, do me a favor. Comment below, give me a call, let's connect so we can determine which builder is the best fit for you to create your memories and your special place to call home.